Everton nil, Chelsea nil, and Chelsea's five-match winning streak comes to an end, but remain unbeaten in the league since 20th of October. That loss coming against Liverpool. Look, Goodison away will forever remain Chelsea's bogey ground. That, along with Newcastle's St James's Park, these two grounds are notorious even when our team is in really good shape. Look, in the first half, I thought we were good. The makeup of the back three was very interesting to me. Shifting Levi Colwill to the left-sided centre half, you generally don't remove your best centre half from his natural and best position. So that one was very interesting to me. And then Gusto inverting from the left-hand side. The pivot of Enzo and Caicedo remained the same, and Neto and Sancho providing the width. Now, barring that Jackson chance, brilliant move, by the way, all starting from Caicedo winning a ball where he had absolutely no right to. I thought Chelsea didn't really threaten Pickford, and at halftime I was reasonably pleased with the performance because we were limiting Everton to nothing but a shot from distance. It was a great save by Sanchez, mind you, but we dealt with that first and second balls in the air and played some fluid but conservative stuff up until the final third. But that extra push, that extra bit of quality in the box was needed. It was a big second half for us psychologically. 3 points at Goodison would have meant that Chelsea would go top of the table for at least an hour just to put that extra bit of pressure on Liverpool as they were to play Spurs later on. I thought there was one halftime substitution that was obvious, and that was taking off Malo Gusto for any one of Madueke, Nkunku or Felix. Not because Malo Gusto was having an off day, but there was an opportunity to add some extra impetus, drive and quality in the final third where Gusto was operating. And more often than not, he found himself in unfamiliar territory. And since Everton barely threatened, it might have been an opportunity to be a bit more braver and go for it. Instead, it was the same team coming out in the second half, and it was Sanchez with two massive saves. The first of Harrison was outstanding. Axel Disasi was not brave enough to attack the first ball in the first place. It switched to Harrison, who was in acres of space and had to score, but the save was world class. Sanchez's improvement has been marked. He has pulled off some big saves, as he did against Brentford last week when the game was at 1-0. This time, his saves and Tosin's heroic block kept the score at 0-0, and it felt like we were lucky to come away with a point to remain second in the league after match week 17. It was the first game that I wasn't too pleased with Maresca's in-game management and substitutions, two of his qualities in which he has excelled so far in his stint as Chelsea boss. He waited far too long to make the subs. He allowed the game to drift, and when he did make the subs, Gusto remained, and it was Nico and Neto that came off as we needed a goal. I couldn't quite wrap my head around that substitution, but I think Maresca was being cautious and just wanted to take a point back at least. But one player I thought was excellent and would not get the praise considering the result was Enzo Fernandez. Outstanding from him, and I feel that the guys around him in an attacking sense, barring the likes of Nico and Caicedo, really let him down. His form over the last 2 months is exactly what we needed, and long may that continue. Look, it was a deflating evening, a slight psychological dent, but also a fortuitous result. It's on to the next one though. It's Boxing Day, a big London derby at home against Fulham.